Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I am so excited to be making this video because it's been a long time coming, let me tell you. So, you guys know I have an orange cat named Bubs and he is my life. I love him so much. Seriously, he's like the best thing that's ever happened to me. And I know people who aren't animal lovers are gonna be like, okay, you're being dramatic, but I'm not being dramatic. Like, this cat is my child. Okay, I know it's really cringe when people say that, but this cat stresses me out as if he was a real human child, okay? He stresses me out, he makes me worry. I love him so much, like I don't think I could ever love anything more. I don't know, okay, guys, I just love him. So, for a very long time, I've wanted to get him a friend because if you guys didn't know, I don't know if I've said this on my channel yet, but I have been babysitting as like my job since last August. So like August 2022, because obviously I don't upload enough for YouTube to actually give me money. So yeah, I have to have a job outside of YouTube. Surprise, surprise. I really love babysitting, but I am gone sometimes from like 7 a.m. till 3 p.m., which isn't a lot, but I also do travel like kind of a lot. I guess more than like an average person would. So I was feeling really bad for Bubs because I know that he gets lonely. Like, I remember I saw this thing once where it was like, you have so many things in your life, but for your pets, you are their life. Like, you are the only thing that they know. And it just made me cry. So I was like, yeah, I feel too bad for him. I don't want him to be home alone so much. So I'm gonna get him a friend. And this has been going on since I got Bubs. I got him, I think it was March 2021, because I think he's like 2 now, which is crazy, blowing my mind. But there was so many cats I was looking at like to adopt since then. Like, I have been looking constantly, but nothing, like, there were so many things that felt right and I wanted to go for it, but every single time I was like, well, what if Bubs gets jealous? Like, what if he hates the cat? What if he thinks I'm trying to replace him? What if he gets sad? And I had all these thoughts. My biggest thought was like, I don't think I'm gonna love another cat as much as I love him, and I feel so bad about it. I feel guilty, and it was a lot in my brain, okay? So I put it off for so long, and I actually never ended up going to a shelter to adopt a cat because in June of this year, 2023, my dad and our dreams came true because an orange cat started showing up outside our house. We have a huge thing for orange cats because we used to have this orange cat named Buttercup. We would call him Babe. He lived a long time, you guys. Like, I loved him. He was like the perfect cat, and he was orange. I'll put a picture in right here of him, and then in the corner you could see me as a little baby. Like, he was literally part of my life until I was like, I don't even know, I was older. And it was really hard when something happened to him. So yeah, we love orange cats. And my dad is so funny because he's that type of guy who was like, no more animals, no cats, blah blah blah. And then we got a cat and it's literally his best friend. So we had been waiting, hoping that an orange cat would just show up outside, because then it was like, this is meant to be, you know? It's not like I'm forcing a cat into this house. This cat like just showed up and we could take him in. So in June of 2023, this orange cat started showing up, and I'll put in pictures for everything, you guys. The first time we saw him, he just looked so sick. Like, you could just tell something was wrong with him, and it absolutely broke my heart. And we just started feeding him, you know? I feel like that's what you do with an outside cat, because first of all, you can't, I mean, a normal person would not just bring an outside cat in, especially if you have another cat, because it could have so many different types of diseases and all these things that I did not want to give to Bubs, you know? So we just fed him, and at first he was so scared of us. He wouldn't even come near us. Thinking back, it literally makes me so sad. Like, I get it, because we think that he was dumped, which is really sad, and it breaks my heart. But I don't know, I kind of live in an area where it would make sense if he was dumped because there's not much around here. I don't know. I mean, I'm glad that we are the ones who found him, but it really does make me sad. So yeah, we just kept feeding him, and finally he gained our trust, which was so crazy. So he is the most affectionate cat I've ever met in my life. He wants to constantly be rubbing against your legs. He will literally, he takes his head and he like jumps up, so he pushes himself into your hand to like get, like, to be pet better. I don't know how to explain it, but it is so cute. Like, he loves attention. Like, he is just the most cuddly, affectionate cat I've ever met. And he was so sweet. And so, again, like, we had to wait a while to bring him inside. So we were still feeding him. This whole time, I kind of wanted to end up bringing him inside. That was kind of my end goal. I was still having those thoughts that I mentioned before of like, you know, what if Bubs hates him? If you have a pet already and you bring a pet into your house, you know, like if they don't get along, because you're not gonna know if your pet likes other pets unless you try, you know what I mean? So like, I was really nervous because I was like, I don't want to have to get rid of this cat. He's warmed up to us. He loves us. He's so sweet. So we started bringing him in on our back porch, and we kept him back there for a long time because we wanted to get him used to being in like a home. I would go back there all the time. We were still feeding him, obviously. We had a little litter box for him and everything. Then we finally set up an appointment to get his first round of shots. He got his shot, and we talked to our vet about it, and she said, wait, before he got his shots, he got blood work to see if he had any of those like major diseases that would not be good to like keep him around Bubs or anything. So he tested negative for everything, and I was so glad. I had so much anxiety about it. I was like, please, please, please let this cat be negative of these things, because I want him. He's so sweet. And so he did test negative, and I cried. I was so happy. And then we got his shots, and so we talked to our vet, and she said after that, like, we could just bring him in at that point because he tested negative and he has his first round of shots. So he's pretty protected. Even though he still needed his boosters, he's pretty protected. So we decided to bring him in the house, and it was an experience. Bubs did not like him at first, that's for sure. Bubs was very curious, but he would growl at him, and I have never seen Bubs growl before in my life. It was kind of terrifying, actually. I was scared. But yeah, it took a long time, you guys, for them to warm up to each other, and there were so many times where I was like, am I doing the right thing? Like, is this okay? Does Bubs just not like him? I don't know. Then slowly they started playing together, which is the best thing ever, because Bubs is a super playful cat. Like, he loves to play. He's also super affectionate, but like not as affectionate as Charlie. Like, Charlie could lay in your lap all day long and be happy, but Bubs, like, he's a big player. Like, he loves to play with all his toys and just like run around the house. He gets the zoomies all the time. It's so cute. So they started to play together slowly, and at first I was like, are they just attacking each other? Like, do they hate each other? But more and more you could start to see that they actually were enjoying being around each other and playing, and it was just so cute. So Charlie ended up having worms, which was a whole situation. He had 2 types of worms, which made sense because he was so hungry all the time. Literally, like, let me say, he is also the most talkative cat I've ever been around. He meows and meows. Okay, to be fair, the meowing has kind of stopped a little bit. Like, he still meows if he wants something or if he wants in a room or something. And I think it was because he was sick. And so we got him on like a worm medication. It's one that you put on the back of their neck and it soaks into their skin, I guess. I don't know. I'm not a vet, but I think it worked because he's a lot better now. And we also had to put him on another medication, and that one seems to be helping a lot with his symptoms too. So like, he is a happy, healthy cat now. He literally loves being inside. He doesn't meow all through the night, thank goodness. Like, it is cute when a cat is talkative, but like at 3 a.m. when you're trying to sleep for work, sometimes you're like, oh my goodness, like, what is happening? I'm really glad he's feeling better. And we also have the same treatment for Bubs to put on the back of his neck. We haven't done it yet. We're gonna do it soon because they said it's like a super safe medication. You could put like 10 rounds of it on a kitten and the kitten would be fine. So even if he doesn't have worms, we're still gonna give it to him because they shared a litter box a couple times. So just to be safe, you know what I mean? Just to be safe. So I mean, Bubs isn't really showing a sign of having worms either, but if it's that safe of a medication, I'd rather just do it, you know. We now have 2 cats inside our house. It has been a journey, and I'm gonna announce it right now. The cat's name is Charlie. It's Bubs and Charlie. They are obsessed with each other. They love to hang out. I never thought that they would get to the point where they would lay together, but they lay together now too. Oh my gosh, it warms my heart. The best thing is waking up and realizing that both of them are laying on me, and it's just the best feeling. They are so, so sweet. Charlie is still kind of a menace though. I'm not gonna lie, he will he still tries to eat all the food he can. It's not like he was when he had the 2 types of worms, but he still tries to eat everything. I think it's just an outside cat turned inside cat type of thing, because you know, they had to fight for their food for so long, so I'm just assuming that's what it was, or that's what it is, but who knows. You know, it's kind of funny because the other day he stole a french fry from my dad. He literally like swiped it and ran away with it, and my dad was like, what the heck? But yeah, they are so sweet together. They're so cute. I love them both so much, and yeah, it has been amazing watching the progression, you know, from Bubs growling at him to them like sort of just like sniffing each other, not wanting to be around each other, to like playing a little bit, to playing a lot, to just falling asleep together. Like, I don't know, it's just so sweet, you guys, and I love them, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video of me talking about them. I'm sorry if I sounded weird in this video. I am sick right now. Also, if my gameplay in the background sucks, I am so sorry, because I have not played genuinely, I have not played Minecraft in a long time. If I do go on Hypixel, it's usually straight to housing, because I love the parkour stuff, but I was like, people are probably sick of the parkour in my videos, so yeah, I decided to play a game instead. I don't know what game yet. I'm recording the voiceover first. Thank you guys so much for watching. You guys are amazing, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!